Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Tuesday. Holy cow, we're almost halfway through April. It's the 11th already. National Submarine Day. I'm a big fan of submarine sandwiches, by the way.
You think that's what they're talking about?
I don't know, but I'm going to guess.
I bet it's not.
Could be. National Cheese Fondue Day today. I'm actually a big fan of cheese as well. National Pet Day. I like pets. National 8-Track Tape Day. I really kind of miss those. They were kind of cool. And National Barbershop Quartet Day. I always thought it'd be fun to be in one of those, but Heidi told me no.
What?
I thought it'd be pretty cool. One of the singers in a barbershop quartet. But I would sing different kinds of music than they usually sing, and it would be so unexpected. And then people would be like, you guys are amazing. And we'd be doing like a world tour, and that's why Heidi says no. She's like, I just can't let my man take off on a world tour.
Right, and all the ladies would be just all over him.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And hey, it's a Tuesday. It means we have Tuesdays with
Charlie.
Going to get to that before you know it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Just in case there was any doubt, a survey shows 64% of people agree that swearing after you've been hurt actually lessens the pain. Yeah, 64% of people say that, like, if they hit their thumb with something or whatever, that if they, say something obscene, that helps. So people had no argument when it came to the words that are most effective when you hit your finger or whatever, when there's pain. And the ones that you're imagining, those are the words. In the same study, they found that the average British man has more of a potty mouth than women. 10 times a day for men, 8 times a day for women as far as swearing. Science shows that when people swear, it can activate the amygdala, which in turn triggers the fight or flight response. This leads to a surge in adrenaline and a natural form of pain relief. That's what I was expecting. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know the greatest word of all time is? What do you think? What word is the greatest word of all time?
The greatest according to whom?
According to people on the internet. 13,000 online voters said the greatest word.
Love?
It is. Yeah, to determine the winner, dictionary.com put together like brackets, kind of like the March Madness thing they did last month for the sport, which was it, basketball? Is that what they did? So they did that kind of thing with a whole bunch of words, 32 words, and then they got to pick which one's better, this or this, and then this or this, and then this or this. And they got it narrowed down to the greatest word of all time, according to 13,000 people online, love.
I agree.
Yeah, it's the greatest word of all time. Looking to see if it can tell me if there was, who was second place. I thought that it was in here, but
Probably happiness.
I don't know. I skipped over it somewhere. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Keanu Reeves reprising his role of John Wick in John Wick Chapter 4, but don't expect him to say a whole lot. According to this, they say that through the film, he doesn't say a bunch of words for some reason. So I've not seen it yet, but the people who have say that, it's a great movie, but he just has a lot of lines that are one word, like, yeah. But he says, Wick says more than that 2.5-minute clip than he does in the first 25 minutes of the movie. So there's a 2.5-minute clip where he actually says stuff. The first 25 minutes, most of his lines are like one word. So I don't know. I don't think his character was ever really chatty, was he? He kills a lot. He doesn't talk a lot. It's John Wick. And Robert Downey Jr. fans have a shot of an interesting piece of history from Jon Favreau's Walk of Fame ceremony. Somebody selling what they claim is Robert Downey Jr.'s chewed up bubble gum.
Oh.
Yeah, he spit it out and somebody grabbed it. It was on eBay, starting bid of $40,000.
Okay, that's just weird.
It is weird. I've got a link to it, though. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Did you know that PayPal once accidentally credited a man with $92 quadrillion?
Whoa.
How did they have that much money in PayPal? I mean, they wouldn't have that much money. That's a lot of money.
That's a whole lot of money.
Quadrillion? So it must have just been like a little, a glitch of some sort. I'm sure they ironed it all out and it was all fine. And they all had a good laugh later that day. Researchers are suggesting that having sex actually is really good for your health.
This is not anything new. Of course it is. It's exercise.
All I'm doing is saying, I'm putting it out there. I've got the details. If you want to find it, it's in the show notes at johnandheidishow.com. If you need to point this out to somebody, you need to share it. You can print the page if you'd like. You could take it if you need some sort of evidence.
If your spouse is a health fanatic in the rest of their lives, you can actually take that to heart.
I'm
if
a health
they're not,
nut, Heidi. I am a health nut. Okay, I'm not really a health nut, but I still thought it was good news. Apparently, that's not going to bode well with me trying to convince Heidi of anything. Wasted opportunity. And the TikTok account for the popular fruit roll-ups, snack fruit roll-ups, rather, they've uploaded a video to debunk a recent viral post where they're saying, hey, did you know you can eat fruit roll-ups without removing the plastic lining? They're going, no, you can't. Don't do that.
Don't try it.
Some users suggested that there's actually no plastic on the product at all and posted videos showing them eating the entire snack without removing anything. Well, fruit roll-up video has a woman seen unwrapping the fruit roll-up as she bites into the plastic lining and becomes visibly separated from the food. And then she says, nope, it's plastic in the caption.
If you've ever had one, you know there's plastic on it.
Yeah, Fruit Roll-Ups has a legal team. They're saying they're making us clarify that you should not attempt to eat plastic. That's the world we live in today. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my favorite father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Charlie, what do you got for us today? Some good stuff?
Seems like I just talked to you last week.
I know. Like I always say, 7 days without Charlie makes 1 week.
So stupid.
Yeah, I know it's lame, but I still think it's fun.
Boy, that'll only get your show canceled.
Yeah, probably. So what do you have for us, Charlie?
Hey, Dr. Seuss, don't he write a bunch of kids' books or something?
Yeah, Dr. Seuss has a bunch of kids' books.
Do you know that his wife killed herself because he cheated on her while she had cancer?
Oh,
my
yikes.
gosh.
Well, that's not such a fun thing to talk about.
There goes that little
Pretty
kid.
slimy.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, sound like a pervert.
Jeez.
Thank you for the upbeat program today, Charlie.
And that could be the best it gets, too.
Oh, no.
Okay, here's something then. On average, now you know your average. You're above average.
All right.
You'll spend 92 days sitting on your toilet in your lifetime.
John will sit in there for hours and just read and
Hey, it's the only place nobody's bothering me about anything. So
makes business calls. If you've ever talked to John on the phone, pretty good odds.
Hey, I'm not too proud to tell people. Excuse me, got some paperwork to do. Hang on here.
So gross.
And here's kind of a doom thing too. Every day, about 3,900 kids will pick up smoking.
Oh, that's
geez.
not good. Don't do that, kids.
It's not good for you.
No.
It'll stunt your growth.
Yeah.
It'll do something.
That's our public servant message for the day, by the way. So.
All right.
Our public servant message.
Well, whatever. Don't
I know
smoke.
what he's
There's
talking
the
about.
bottom line.
Yes.
There you go.
I get it. You're right, Charlie. You're right.
And then speaking of smoking, you ever seen the commercial with the Marlboro Man in them?
Oh, yeah. Back in the day. It's been a long time ago, yeah.
Well, they've had 4 different actors that portrayed him, and they all died from smoking-related illnesses.
I'm sure,
man,
yeah.
That's too bad.
Probably got paid in Marlboro, so they had to smoke them.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
Okay, hey, people have found used condoms being recycled into elastic hair braids in China. Well, they're recycled. They're okay.
No.
Ew.
I could probably use some because I have no hair. Hey, then, we was watching golf yesterday, and here's something. After missing a shot, a young man was killed by his own golf club.
What?
Because he threw it?
I think it probably spun around and hit him in the head.
Yikes.
Oh, man. This is a downer program
really
today,
kinda
Charlie.
is.
Well, here, let's end it with this thing.
Okay. Buckle up, kids.
Speaking of bees, were we speaking about bees?
No, I don't think so. But we should have been.
We should have been.
Would have been way better than whatever we were talking about.
Okay, as long as we're talking about bees. When a bee climaxes, their testicles explode and they die.
Wow. Oh my!
That's why we was talking about bees.
Okay. Oh,
Not sure what was wrong with your staff this week,
Yeah.
but you might need to have a meeting.
Apparently, they've been gathering some information at happy hour recently.
Our happy hour is all day long.
Oh, God.
Hey, Charlie, you ready for some questions from me?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to ask you a couple here today. Here we go. We got this one first. What do you call a scientist who studies rocks? What is
Stupid.
Can we give him partial credit? Geologist.
Geologist. I knew that.
Geologist is the actual answer.
I like mine better.
Yeah. Okay, the Statue of Liberty was a gift to the United States from who? Who gave the United States the Statue of Liberty?
I don't know.
France.
Yeah, Heidi got it right. France.
Oh, come on. She cheated.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure. We'll talk again next week.
Bye, Daddy.
But hey, when you call next week and get the answering machine, I won't be home.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Charlie.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A housefly's taste buds are located on their feet, and they are 10 million times as sensitive as your taste buds.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I wonder how they would know that.
I don't know how they would know
Who was
that.
able to compare and contrast the taste buds of a housefly?
I suppose they... Well, I mean, to compare and contrast, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I suppose they can see that that's where they're at.
I can
like
see that, but yeah, the first part I get. The second part I go, huh? I can't spell that. If you need me to, I'm in trouble. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There is actually a difference between a coffin and a casket. I already knew this. Do you know what it is?
One is square.
Okay, well, yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's not square; it's rectangular.
Well, I
but-
mean, but squared edges. I
Yeah.
mean, the other has
Coffins-
rounded edges.
No, coffins are tapered with 6 sides. Caskets are rectangular with 4 sides. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen a square.
Well, if you'd been
Maybe-
in some sort of a horrific accident.
Maybe if I died, kind of a big fella. It's a square coffin. And our final fun fact for you,
What's that,
Heidi.
John?
About a third of the world's population eats with a knife and a fork. Only a third. Yeah. There you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile Question of the Day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. 4 out of 10 vehicles have one of them, although it is probably no longer working. What is it? 4 out of 10
A
vehicles
cigarette
have-
lighter.
No, an air freshener. Yeah, so 4 out of 10 vehicles, somebody put an air freshener
Oh, they put one in.
But then it's just
Okay.
kind of hanging there, and it's not even
Yeah,
working
they
anymore.
haven't replaced it.
Yeah, there you go. That is the Mint Mobile
Our
Question.
car is one of those, by the way.
I didn't want to say it because it's your air freshener and it's cute. Mint Mobile Question of the Day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Big-time drug dealer in Michigan had an organization that distributed fentanyl and heroin and cocaine across the U.S., as well as large-scale money laundering operation. But even big and successful criminals are kind of idiots sometimes. The downfall, he had shipped some heroin to a customer in a Sony PlayStation box.
Okay.
When the recipient was busted, an enterprising cop decided to scan the UPC code on the box. And sure enough, the guy had registered this PlayStation. Yeah. Police traced it to the stash house where the game was set up.
That's fantastic.
And in an operation when they raided the place, that was all still there. They were actually playing it when they broke in.
I
when they
love
busted through the door.
that.
He's looking at 22 years in federal prison. So there you go. Not a smart criminal.
No,
but,
that's beautiful.
criminal- yeah.
Smart cop.
Yeah, that was really very smart. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Snappy comebacks to the question, why aren't you married yet? By the way, we're getting into wedding season, so single people are going to be asked this question a lot. Did you have that happen? When I guess we were kind of married young. So
yeah, we were married young.
yeah, but who's having this all the time? Our son.
Yes, I know.
And I'm always the one talking to him about it.
we
But
were
here's
at
what
church the other night, and you're
I know.
whispering way
was like,
too
hey,
loud, pointing out girls.
that girl,
He was
she-
just
I
mortified.
know. So anyway, snappy comebacks that we don't have time to get to now. Why aren't you married yet? Because I love hearing that question. Another one.
That's snappy.
I was just hoping to do something meaningful with my life. Oh my goodness. Why aren't you married yet? Just lucky, I guess.
I like that one.
Why aren't you married yet? Gives my mother something to live for. And our final one. There's more on the list here, but why aren't you married yet? Why aren't you thin? Oh man, that's not nice.
That's not nice.
There's some funny ones and some not so nice ones. It's the list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap, cheap, cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Robert Block, who says, The man who smiles when things go wrong has thought of someone to blame it on. I've actually smiled when things go wrong. Here's what I was thinking. Did anybody just see that happen? I remember when I fell in the street and I threw our mail all over the place and probably broke my ankle, but I walked it off. That day, I was not only smiling, I was laughing. It knocked the wind out of me, but I was laying in the street laughing. Then I dragged myself in the house, and Heidi's like, what is wrong with you? Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. And this, I think, is a great, great story here. New Jersey police rescue a missing child. The family dog never left the child's side.
I love that.
Isn't that great? New Jersey
Dogs
troopers
are amazing. I say
rescued-
it all the time.
Yeah,
but-
rescued a child who went missing last week. It was actually March 29th, so this story is maybe a week old already. Anyway, they found this child, and the boy was discovered in the woods about a half a mile from his home. Authorities say the family dog, a black lab, never left the child's side. The child was terrified, but was also safely located in good health. And there's body cam footage of this officer approaching, and you can see all of that. I've got a link to the story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. But that is absolutely amazing to me. And it's always crazy. You hear these stories all the time. Like this kid was a half a mile from his home, but he's in the woods, like this wooded area. And it's, thick woods. So
yeah, and then he got disoriented,
kind of got lost,
and
but again, it was so close to his house, but was lost for a couple days. And then you always have people that are when they I'll just mention the one I talk about, Bigfoot, because people go, oh, there's no way Bigfoot. I'm like, they couldn't find this kid half a mile from his house, and you're thinking that there's no way that Bigfoot could exist? I think so.
Are you all right? Are you gonna
Bigfoot's
make
just
it?
really good at hide and seek. That's all. Maybe one of these days we'll find him. All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.